and it's going to be between the Wolves and Thrashers. Both teams with 500 or more records, so this is the first time that we get, should I say, a close matchup. Wolves are 3-1, Thrashers are 2-2.
This is the case, and yeah, I was really happy with the Thrashers roster coming into the season. They were kind of the underdogs. I actually picked a draft pick for the organization of Thrashers because both the AGM and GM were like, I can't do this right now. So I ended up stepping up, and I ended up picking up Cloud, who is a starter for this roster, it looks like. So I'm excited to see if he's going to do well for this roster.
Yeah, he's got an insane amount of saves per game, but despite the fact that I think he's the only EU player on a roster right now.
Wow.
So, poor guy has to play at like 3 in the morning. Or
I
2
picked the special ones, what can I say? I just had the vision.
You had the vision. It's not like he's playing bad whatsoever. 0.54 goals per game, 0.46 assists per game. The guy's been getting goals and assists practically the same amount he's been making the saves. And so he's been doing pretty good for himself. On the other side, he's also got Xerox, who's got 0.63 goals per game. Everyone here on the Thrashers scoring pretty decently. When your lowest scorer is at 0.54, that's pretty good, right? You have to say that's pretty good. When your lowest scorer is at 0.54.
Definitely. And on the other side of things, when two players have above a 1.0 goal per game, that's also really good. And Batman SPG, who, what I've seen so far, was a really great player to some tryouts and scrimmages that I've been able to watch, is a true powerhouse, especially for being the lowest one on the Wolves roster at 1483 MMR. He has a 1.4 goal per game, 0.7 assist per game, and still managing to get a singular save per game, and that is the highest goal per game and average per game, goal per game and assist per game of the Wolves roster.
Now, they have Bucks now as one of their new players. I don't remember who that last player that they had was. I'm guessing he got traded from the Wolves organization. Let me actually go take a look at that. If there
was
trades
on the Terriers last season, which is now the Wolves organization. So I believe that he was not.
But he hasn't played a game, and it shows that there were two players, or at least a player who played 2 games. So it looks as if either they brought in 2 subs, or they someone else played those 2 games, and now they just received this player. That's why I'm saying that.
He has been on the roster. He was actually a finalist last season for Under the Hounds.
Okay. Good call there. Thank you. So yeah, the Wolves, they do seem pretty good, and with Chiefs especially, right? Chiefs, very well known as a very decent player, has over a goal per game, has over a save and a half per game, and his other teammates are dishing it out, as we can see by the high amount of assists they have, 0.53 and 0.7 respectively. All 3 players with over a save per game, and 2 players with over a goal per game. So it's not rough for them whatsoever right now. They seem pretty solid all around. Hopefully Bucks can play a few games here and there for them, because as you said, he was a finalist last season, so he must be no slouch in himself. And on the other side, the Thrashers, I think they have their game cut out for them here, because the Wolves have been playing pretty good. Meanwhile, the 2 wins that they have were pretty nice, but those 2 losses were really rough for the Thrashers.
Yeah, and 3 of their players, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, is Xerox, Cloud, and Slimy are all draftees, or at least did not play in last season. Mm-hmm. So the organization under Nova, who is a new GM this season, also really switching things up completely for at least the independent roster, and we'll see if it works out in this favor.
All right, well, here we go. Wolves at 73% winning percentage so far. Meanwhile, the Thrashers at 37.50. So that's a big difference there. Goals per game. The Wolves have a 0.67, 0.66. My bad. Positive goal differential. Meanwhile, the Thrashers have a negative 0.37 goal differential, so they're letting in more goals than they score, which is not good so far. They need to up that, especially up against the Wolves here.
Yeah, definitely. And I am expecting the Wolves to come out a little bit stronger, but I feel like the Thrashers, once they adjust to that play style, are definitely going to play up to the Wolves level and definitely contest the series.
Now, here's where my eyes dart a bit because goals assisted percentage isn't normally something that a stat that you normally look at, right? Because it's an up and down stat. It normally doesn't mean too much, right? If you have a low goal assisted percentage, right? Like let's say I don't know, 65%, right? Like your team aren't doing that bad, right? But like it doesn't mean anything. You can be 0 and 10, right, and still have a 70% goals assisted percentage, right? But this team only has 52.9 goals assisted percentage, which means they have a lot of issues getting an assist on that ball, which means a lot of solo plays coming out from them. I think that needs to change.
Yeah, and I mean, they don't have a terrible record right now, as
Yeah,
they are doing soloing, but it's just like piecing each other together. That's going to bring them even further than they are right now. Definitely agree with you.
Yeah, because it's rough right now, right? You see that, and what is it? It's gonna be rough. So honestly, they just need to play like a team, and let's see how the Wolves face off against them. So we're gonna go down to that game. Back to you, Skirky. Back to you, Bard, for this last game of tonight. This is the last you'll be hearing of me tonight, sadly. So I'll see you guys all next time. Bard, to you.
You know, it's always incredibly important not to have your mic on mute whenever you start talking. And I literally just remembered that before I was about to start talking. So here we go. But, you know, Wolves versus Thrashers, obviously they were talking about it. So let us get to go, letting the players know, and let us get into this one. Wolves versus Thrashers here live on RLPC. Sorry, I had to. It was just kind of, you know, it goes with it. But Chiefs, Izzy Gravy, Batman, Rouge, Rogue, Paperclip, Slimy, and Xerox. I've heard of Xerox. I've heard he's really good, but his internet can sometimes be a little wonky. And Chiefs, I've seen him. He won AAA 2 seasons ago, I believe, with a close friend of mine, Rexichan. You know, gotta love that man. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they can play this and how they can win. And everyone, thank you so much for the follows, bits, and everything. We really appreciate having you here. You know, but let's get into this game. Rogue gonna. Okay, is it Rogue or Rouge?
Definitely Rogue.
Okay, thank you. I know the saying is Paperclip and Rouge, but oh my gosh. All right, Slimy, he pops that one off the bottom, sending it right over the defender. Chief not having the best of touches, and Slimy had Batman beat all the way. Never thought I would ever say those words.
Yeah, it's an interesting combination of sentences. But certainly as a clear, that was not it, Chief. Just got to get a little bit more power on the ball and get it around the net. Otherwise, it's basically an open one for the other team.
Yeah, but we all know the Batmobile, how much it can flick, and almost winning it there, Batman, but goes away to the other side. Xerox is up. Nice read. Goes right down, a nice demo onto Batman from Xerox. Rogue, gonna miss that one, Chief. He has only one to beat, but the one was not beaten. Goes back down. Gravy gonna pop that one back, trying to find a teammate. Batman is there, trying to stay with. Can he find the read? Cannot quite. Chiefs is there though, and puts it off the post. And a Rogue gonna pop that down the field, but only goes to Gravy, who has that on target. What the heck was that?
I don't even know what that was. A failed musty flick. Either one did not work out in this favor.
Either one would work, I guess. But Rogue putting that down, but Chiefs is there. Slimy is up first though. Putting it away to the side, pops it up. Batman can't read it. Xerox getting a touch, but not going to be too great or too horrible at the same time. Chiefs still trying to stay with. Xerox getting a touch. Slimy putting it back into the corner. Batman is up, trying to put that on target, but cannot quite find it. Slimy going to make Chiefs pay with his life. Gravy popping that back. Chiefs, miscoms. All there is to say about that. Batman putting that one down, and ooh, that was an incredibly close one, almost finding the back of the net again. And say what you will, I really do feel like the Wolves need to work on their comms a bit more, Skirky.
I would agree. They are the Wolves. They're supposed to be, pack animals, and they're certainly anything but a pack right now. They're all trying to survive out of the wilderness on their own, and it's not working out this series.
The pack is strong. What is that from? That's from a movie, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I forget. Chiefs, though, putting it over to the side. Batman is up. Will find a 50 against Slimy. Goes right down. Gravy's up. Can beat Xerox. A nice touch. And Batman is going to secure it by getting a bump, and they are going to tie it up. Really well done, that one. Gravy shooting it right down below Xerox, who read that at the last second. The Chiefs trying to clear the net for him as well. So really well done. A good play all around by them. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in this one. Gravy not really getting a decent hit on the 50. Rogue is going to lose the 50 over to Batman. Goes back mid. Batman is going to die for his crimes. Never thought I would say that one either. Rogue is up. Batman with an awkward touch. Chiefs going to collect boost. Already being challenged. That is on target, but Gravy going to have that save pretty easily. Chiefs only one to beat. What can he do? A nice pop-up, and that is on target, and Gravy is going to seal the deal. Chiefs not going to get that goal, but Gravy going to say, thank you very much, man. I appreciate the stat pad.
I have to say, coming off of the last game's Maverick game, the speed and intensity of this game is so different. I'd say, like, the defense is a lot more reserved, but the offense is like, so much more speedier and so much more, like, present overall.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you can afford to be. You know, when I think the biggest thing is that no matter what league you're in, when you're playing majors, you know, like AAA, AA, whatever it is, like once you know the speed of play, ooh, a nice shot, but unfortunately not in. Once you know the speed of play, you can really like actually play up to your highest speed. Because I know that at least for mine, like, you know, I'm still trying to figure out like who can actually read what. And there were a couple of times that, you know, our opponents would miss or we would miss, and it was just like, wait, what? And that slows down the play a lot. But the confidence of the players is so much higher. And so even if they miss, they're still going pretty fast. So, I mean, yeah, that's just my thoughts on that. Don't know why I went off on that one. But Slimy gonna put a shot on the target, but Batman has the one pretty easily. Rogue getting a touch with Xerox. I don't think really wanted that. Gravy gonna turn. Xerox puts it mid. Slimy puts a shot on target, but Batman will find that save. And a pinch is gonna go in, and Xerox is gonna tie it up. It's gonna be really unlucky. Who is the player? I think it was Chiefs. Yeah, Chiefs unfortunately pinch with him, and it 110 kilometers per hour into the bottom left.
Yeah, well, it was a little bit unfortunate there. I think they need to get a little more comfortable in their own half and getting the ball out of it. Overall, really great game, back and forth play overall, and I said overall, 2 ways in that sense. Wow. But, I mean, it's going to be a great series. I can tell both teams feel evenly matched.
I mean, the score, it tells you the entire story. Slimy not going to get anything on that one. Xerox is going to find it. Loses the 50 over to Chiefs, who is going to pop it up. It goes back out mid. Ooh, a misread. Batman is up, but a double commit by the Thrashers. It's going to save him for now. A nice 50, actually, coming out from Rogue. Chiefs going to read this one off the side, trying to put it down the field, but Slimy is going to be there. Not going to be too difficult for him. Batman puts that down the field. Rogue popping that down, trying to stay with it. Chiefs can't find it. Gravy going to beat him out to that one. Xerox puts a shot on target. It's a boomer of a shot, but not going to be in. Chiefs gets a touch, but there isn't any momentum, and we're going to head into overtime already in game number 1.
I'm liking the amount of shots from both teams here. I mean, they're not afraid to shoot from anywhere on the field. We saw just before that overtime started that really long power shot coming out from, I believe it was Izzy Gravy. And if they keep pounding these out like that, like they are now with an open net opportunity here for the Wolves, puts it in. Good job, Batman. As I said, they're just going to keep pounding on the shots, and the Thrashers defense is really going to struggle.
Yeah, Chiefs had a really good touch there just to put it over, and Batman said, thank you very much. I'm going to pop that one into the back of the net. And game number 1, it goes over to Wolves. I don't know, I was about to misspeak again. But, I mean, still really interested to see. They've been doing pretty well. You know, it seems like the Wolves have a little bit more chemistry than the Thrashers, but the Thrashers have had a lot of good chances and good attempts, just haven't always worked out for them.
Yeah, definitely. And I think I never see any bumps, and I love bumps so much. They're a crucial part of the game, especially on stream when you're thinking like, oh, I need to be back in time. I have to do all this correctly. Don't overthink yourself. Go for that extra demo. Go for the extra boost steal. Make their defense pay for being a little too slow to the ball.
I mean, that's what Complex did. Last game we saw it, Complex just absolutely destroyed somebody's day. I forget who it was, but it was a beautiful plump, and I was incredibly proud. Granted, he probably hates me because I demoed him a couple times last season, but it's okay. It's whatever. Slimy gonna pop this one down. Rogue not gonna find that touch. Gravy popping that up in the field for himself. Xerox definitely not gonna read that one. Chiefs trying to put it on target, but couldn't quite read it. Gravy popping it up for himself. Xerox, though, is going to find that save. Goes against the side, goes into the corner. This is an awkward spot for Chiefs, but is able to find it. Rogue. Oh, wait, what? Slimy. I'll be honest, I totally thought that Slimy had that one, but Chiefs. It's a long lofted boomer. Oh, Slimy. It's a big rip. I think he, what's it called? Half flip? Yeah, he messed up his half flip. So that is going to cost him, you know, all it takes is 1 second, man.
You mentioned earlier about players in different levels, like whether they're going to hit a ball or not. And I think at this level, it's really like half flips are one of the things that you're not sure about in independent. It's like, can this person half flip and get back in time? Okay, my friend is 1700 and just cannot do a half flip. Okay, you never know. But
I mean, I'll be honest, it's kind of hard for me too. I am one of the few players who doesn't have air roll left or right to a button.
At
I
all?
just have air roll, period. So it is a lot harder for me to air roll, but I've learned how to do it for the most part. Like I can consistently do it off of kickoffs like almost every time. And then I can usually do it freeform easily, but not easily. It has mild difficulty, but once you figure it out, it's just kind of habit. You know, there's some things you just got to learn. So, but I mean, I think it's the easiest thing to practice off of kickoffs. And if anyone's trying to learn it, I would recommend that's how you practice it in games. Because then as soon as you get comfortable, one time you can be like, I feel like I can get this ball, but I got to do this. And then once you hit it, it just feels so good. So just a Bard recommendation for anyone who's lower than me, which is almost nobody because I'm a Garbo, unfortunately. But Rogue not going to find that touch, but we'll tee it off to Xerox. Chiefs popping it up for himself. He is up. Has a good amount of boost, but a good save by Rogue. Oh, and a bump. No! He should have gotten the bump. It would have been what Skirky wanted too, man.
The defender was a little too slimy right there.
Oh my gosh, man. But that is an open net. That should be free. Chiefs is going to find it. No one's going to be in the net, and he's going to say, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And Rogue floundering a little bit. And who was the last man?
Nobody.
True.
Nobody was. I believe somebody got caught out.
Gravy, man. Look at his ping. It's 84, but he has the red unhappiness, dude.
The unhappiness. What a pinch. Sorry. Came out of me really fast.
No, dude, you're fine. Nice call out, though. You know, I'm glad to hear Skirky getting excited about the game. Rogue, though, is going to put that. That's a slightly off target. That's really awkward, though, and unfortunately for the man that is having Paget loss, 120 ping. Jeez, man. Pinches with him and goes right into the back of the net.
There's nothing you can do about that, other than not lag, which there's nothing you can do about that in itself, so.
Yeah,
it is what it is. We'll just gotta move on.
Tobus and I had the same idea. He's like, new server? So I'm gonna ask him if he wants it. If not, we'll just keep it, but I'm guessing we're probably gonna get a new server, because why not? You know, you gotta try everything whenever something bad is happening for your team. You're just like, man, whatever it takes. Gravy. Going on the warpath, gets 2 demos. Whoa, okay. Slimy gets used as a bounce pad. And a 50 goes out to Xerox, who's going to take it slow because he doesn't have any boost, which is going to be a little bit of a problem. But Rogue going to pop it over to the side. Slimy gets a touch. Back over to Xerox. Never mind, not back over to Xerox. Xerox, though, will find that one. Pops it down. And Batman unable to find the touch. Chiefs not able to find that one either. Slimy popping that back on mid, but now he just gave possession away. Batman is up. Rogue, though, is going to find that save. Gets a touch on his way down. It's actually on target, and that sets it up perfectly for Xerox. I'm not quite sure if he could claim that that's exactly what he was going for, but they will take that. They take those, man, and now the game's all tied 2-2.
Yeah, Chiefs Nessie getting a little tangled up in the back there, I believe. One of the other ran into the other. But for Chiefs there, it's about being composed, you know? I don't know who was following up that ball originally, but they were definitely not making contact with it. If you could have stayed down there and took the ball for a little bit of a dribble rather than getting that little touch that ended up going right to the other attacker.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it do be like that, and you gotta make adjustments, man.
It do be how it is when it do.
It do be do like that, man. All right, Chiefs, though, unfortunately couldn't quite find that one. It was looking incredibly fancy, but just it didn't come together for him, man. It's a big rip. So it goes out, Batman pops it up. Gravy should be beat by Rogue. Pops it over to Xerox, who's looking for a shot on target. Gonna pop it a little bit too high. Batman is there, though. Slimy, though, gonna try to take a shot. Ooh, and Batman is gonna take that one. I thought Chiefs was actually. Batman, he can't find it past one, but Chiefs, he has an open head, and did he? He did. He missed. It's got to be a big rip whenever that happens, man. Chiefs, gonna be a little awkward, but is gonna find a touch. Goes back down, and the pinch almost goes into the net, but not quite. Xerox still trying to stay with, doesn't have any boost. Batman can't find it either. Gravy gonna win that 50. Slimy's the only one back over to Chiefs, maybe. Rogue trying to stay with, doesn't have too much boost. Chiefs does win the 50. Goes back mid, a nice pop-up. Batman trying to look for a shot on target, but couldn't quite. Xerox gonna find that save. Batman trying to get it back to his teammates mid. Not quite working out for him, though. Goes up, Xerox is up. But it looks like we are gonna head into overtime again. Jeez, man.
I'm loving these overtimes. You know what, Bard? Overtime, I'm going to say this, not to be political, is my favorite part of the game.
All right.
Moving on.
Okay. I mean, you are correct. That was not political. I got no other words for that. You know, not to be political.
Let's move it along. We don't dawn on any more than it needs to be done on.
I mean, are you kidding me? You want me to make puns? I can make puns, sir. You know, the Thrashers, they might have come out on bottom last time. I guess you could say they got thrashed. Honestly, they didn't, though. So it doesn't work too well. But, you know, throwing them to the wolves. There we go. That's a good one for the first game. Batman trying to get a shot on target, but Rogue popping that one up. A nice touch, though, from Chiefs. And, ooh, that looked pretty, Mr. White Zombas, man. All right, we're going to restart the lobby, Tobes. You know what to do, man. But Chiefs with a nice touch, putting it into the left-hand side.
The Wolves coming out at night.
Okay, that doesn't quite have the same ring as as I was kind of looking for, I'll be honest. Nothing wrong with coming out at night, but I don't think that's quite what they were going for. Can I just get a shout out to my Tobes, dude? Like yeah, dude. He's been doing a lot of work. You know, he's been very consistent for us, and I appreciate him. Thank you very much for the work that you do. And I'm back into the old game. Wait, what?
Classic Bard.
Classic Bard.
Bard, you struggle moving on from things, Bard. Come on.
That's not what my girlfriend would say. Wait, she's my ex now. Wait, what? Sorry.
Anyway.
No, get it? Because I couldn't give up. And I said she was my girlfriend, but she's my ex. No, okay. All right, we're gonna ignore that one. Let's get back into the game.
Okay.
Shut up, Skirky, man. Rumble Chuck, dude, I'm happy to see you in the chat. It has been a long time. Shut up, Assassin. Wolves 2-0. That is true, Tobes. The Wolves are 2-0 up in the series, and he's going to correct that instantly, so don't worry about it.
Look at that. So speed. Much speed.
See, look at him, dude. He's good at this, man. Oh, shoot. Skirky, talk for a second. I need to change the title.
I am talking for a second. I'm going to talk for a few seconds, actually, as this kickoff is about to go in. Gravy will win that one. Paperclip cheating up. Will lose that 50, actually. Chiefs with kind of an open net here. Awkward touch on defense. Cut off by Gravy. Would have been a goal there, but a little unfortunate communication. Gravy hitting it over Batman, who's in an awkward position now for this ball. And Chiefs going for some form of ceiling shot. Doesn't get much out of it. Paperclip will get a little doink in the corner.
All right, I'm back. Okay, I fixed it. Sorry, guys. We're not going to talk about that one. Chief, though, with a nice boomer that doesn't do as much as I thought it would. Gravy unable to find that one. Slimy trying to get it mid to a teammate. But a good defensive hit will deny anything really for that one. Rogue popping that down. Chiefs tossing that over to his teammate, but loses possession. It's got to be awkward. Chiefs not getting the touch that I think he would have had. Slimy trying to be fancy, but unfortunately it's not actually going to do anything, which is probably what he was hoping for. Goes down, a nice pop-up, but that's another double commit, and the Wolves are looking a bit sketch, man. Looking a bit sus. Not looking as dominant as they were before.
As you say that, though.
Wait. I guess you could say that Chiefs was not the imposter. Hey, you did it to me earlier, man.
That was a good one. I like that one.
Thank you. As soon as I said sus, I knew that it had to come out. But a good read by Chiefs, putting that one into the back of the net. Making it 1-0. Can I kick you, Bard? Assassin, I wonder what would happen if you kicked me, man. What if you perma-banned me from RLPC? What would actually happen? Ooh, nice demo coming out. Perma-ban, dude, yeah. The ban hammer coming from Assassin, and Gravy getting a nice save. Xerox putting a nice shot on target. Chiefs can actually win the 50. Rogue is up, gets a touch. Goes down into the corner. It's going to be really awkward, though. Batman gets a challenge for it, putting it back into the corner. Still trying to stay with. Never mind. Wolves are just going to play full defense now. And as they say in soccer, they're going to park the bus, man. Ooh. I was going to say that could be the counter attack, but miss. Slimy almost finding the double, but not quite. Gravy getting absolutely destroyed on the dunk. Batman gets the touch to the right. Slimy is there, popping it up. And Xerox could have turned for it. I would have liked to have seen him turn, but I get he doesn't have any boost, so it happens. He did it like that. This series is so crazy. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Thrashers reverse sweep. That would, yeah. It's been in overtime in, the first 2 games as well. So, statistically speaking, if there's any game to get a reverse sweep, this is the game to do it. So, Gravy not going to get the touch that he wanted. Batman, though, missing that one as well. Goes into the corner. Chiefs popping it to the side. Rogue popping it back mid, but Batman is going to be the only person who is there. Sit off the corner. A good read by Xerox, though. Gravy not going to find the touch. Really got to be awkward. Chiefs, though, loses the 50 over to Slimy. Gravy not hitting that one. Goes against the back wall. Gravy is there, but can't find much. Chiefs pops it down the field. Trying to get another 50, but couldn't quite find it. Goes up off the side. And Xerox gets a touch. It's going to go straight down, though. Rogue, that's not on target, but Chiefs. Gotta say, I kind of feel like it was on Chiefs on that one, man. He took the time a little bit too much. Rogue popping that mid. Slimy I think you should have found the net on that one. But, Rogue was there to put it back. So 1-1.
As the saying goes, they take those. And,
like that.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I do see a reverse sweep here. At least for this game, I don't see, an actual sweep of the Wolves. I'd be very surprised. If it is, it's definitely unjustified. The Thrashers have been playing a really great series overall. There's a little bit of defensive mistakes that are catching them out.
So if they got the reverse sweep, it would be justified, but you don't see it happening?
Yes, but also if they got swept by the Wolves, it's also, not justified at all. They should take at least 1 game off, at least. Possibly 2.
You know what they say, it do be like that. It has been a saying that people have said before, that I myself have said before as well.
That is a saying that people have said before, Bard. I do. I think agree with you there.
Why am I like this? I'm dumb. This is why Assassin wants to kick me. But a nice shot on target. Batman is going to be there, though, and it looks like we are actually going to be heading again to an overtime, my dude.
Ooh, it's my favorite part of the game. Yeah. Woo!
Non-political too.
a little bit political. A little.
How is overtime political? I don't think it is.
Overtime's just good vibes and good vibes only. You're right. It's not.
And politics give you good vibes? I'm curious now. Okay, whatever. We're gonna ignore that one. Gravy puts that one back into the corner. A nice touch. Rogue is up though. Chief's gonna die for his insolence, I guess, because Xerox just didn't like it. It's whatever though. Slimy tries to pop that one back mid. Chiefs gets a touch. Gravy. Ooh, a nice passing play. Gravy still going to stay with. Kind of loses a 50. Count it down from home. Feel free to count down from home, but sounds like a lot of work. I'd go like 10, 11, 9, 12, 8. Wait. But Chiefs popping that one. That is on target. But Xerox is going to find that save. Not going to be too difficult for him. Batman gets that mid. Gravy's there. Can't quite find it, though. Rogue taking control. Never mind. He lost control. Chiefs trying to pop for himself. Xerox popping that back mid. Batman is there, hitting it over to the side, going back in the middle. Slimy, they are getting nervous. You can tell. The Thrashers, this is it. This is do or die for them. Gravy getting a touch, getting the save. I don't know if that was going to go in regardless. But Batman carrying it past Xerox. Popping it down, but Slimy is there, getting decent touch, but Gravy going to find it first. Rogue putting it back into the right-hand corner. Trying to maybe get it mid, looking a little fancy, but not going to do anything. Slimy puts it on target, but Batman is going to save them that time. Chiefs putting that into the corner. Slimy's up, getting a touch. It's going to go over to Chiefs, who's going to try to fake him out. Passes it over to Batman, who has the shot on target, but Xerox is there. Slimy still trying to stay with. It goes off the backboard. Batman shot on target, and he squeaks it in. The Wolves in overtime for 3 games straight find it, and I think this is the first time I've ever seen a sweep all in overtime.
Oh yeah, that is a good shout, as the British people would say. Sorry,
That's a good shout.
Yeah, that's what they say in England. No, okay. Anyway, it's a good talking point, Bart. Excuse my French. But
I
yeah.
thought it was your English.
Okay.
Sorry. I had to, man.
Yeah, I mean, Thrashers, they came out, but they didn't really come out swinging. And the Wolves, they did. And they didn't have any home runs, but the ball at least got near the fence because they pulled through. And they got that run every single inning. That's a really weird analogy, but it doesn't make sense, Bard. Be honest with me. A little bit.
Let's go with yes.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, both teams here have great potential. Thrashers now being, I believe, 2-3, and Wolves being 4-1. Both teams definitely still in playoff contention.
Wolves are 4-1. Thrashers are 2-3.
I just said that.
Wait, what? I thought you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Wow, Bard, calm down.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Definitely both
I'm
teams still in
sorry.
playoff contention. I would not be surprised if I see the Thrashers, and I definitely gonna see the Wolves. I would not be surprised at all.
Yeah, that's got to be a big rip. I mean, they really tried their hardest. A 3-0, it just doesn't seem like it actually cuts it, man. Like, yeah, it's got to be a big rip. But that is going to be it from us here at RLPC. A 3-0 sweep to finish the night out. That's crazy. But on Thursday, we have more Rocket League action. We have AA, AAA, and Major. So you guys won't miss that one. It is Bard and Skirky who are signing off. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good night.